So, you might have heard about the term fake it till you make it. But here's the truth, my friend. Faking confidence might help you in the short term. You can fake confidence, you can fake being the alpha for a week, two, or let's just say three. But that is not an optimum way in the long term. It rarely leads to real, lasting self assurance. And in this video, I'll show you how to build genuine confidence, step by step process, no pretending, no acting, just practical strategies that works in the real world. So this, my friend, is how to build confidence without faking it. I still remember I used to be the person who avoided eye contacts, and throughout every single conversation I had with any of my friends or with strangers, I'd rehearse lines in my head before having any conversations in order to just look confident. But deep down, I knew that I was a fraud. I genuinely felt like a fraud. Not particularly, I was like scamming people, but I felt like a fraud. And the worst part about this, people could tell that I was just speaking the things that I've memorized. That is genuinely weird. But one day, I realized something had to change. I didn't just want to look confident, I wanted to be confident. And that's when I started focusing on these proven strategies I'm about to share with you. It took me 3 months of rigorous research. I went to podcasts, I went to ebooks, I went to courses, I went to all of the possible content that I could find on the internet in order to find that how to be confident. And I found out 5 actionable steps that you can do today that will make you confident in the long run. Not in the long run means 5 years, 10 years, but in the long run means a month or maybe in a couple of weeks, you'll start to feel confident. So let's start with understanding what the real confidence is. So basically, confidence isn't about being loud or center of the attention. It's about believing in your ability to handle challenges. According to psychology, real confidence comes from competence and self trust, not external validation. Not everyone has to think that you are confident, but you have to internally believe that you are a competent individual. If you are sitting in a competition, you need to know that I have the skill. I trust myself that I can compete with every single guy sitting in here, every single girl sitting in here. I am competent as an individual. You don't necessarily need an external validation in order to be confident. And it's built over time, not overnight. It takes time to build competence, to build self trust. So how do you actually do that? How do you build confidence? Step number 1, master the power of small wins. Start by setting and achieving small manageable goals every single day, like making your bed, completing a task, or speaking up once in a meeting. That's it. All you have to do is this. And the reason why I emphasize on this is because of the studies from Harvard Business Review shows that small wins create a sense of momentum that increases confidence by 30%. So if you just have the confidence that you do things and you achieve things, you complete your to-do list, you complete this particular thing, you do the hard work, you are disciplined, it is going to build your confidence, it's going to increase your confidence by 30%, and that is not a small number. Step number 2, practice self awareness. So, write down 3 things that you're really good at or proud of every single day that you do. This shifts your focus from your weaknesses to your strengths. And basically, this comes from the research from the Journal of Positive Psychology that shows self awareness enhances self esteem and confidence. Say, for example, that you just focus on your weaknesses, that you are not good at this particular thing, you're not good at this particular thing, that particular thing. Maybe you're not good at sports, maybe not at writing, maybe not at speaking. So you just think about your weaknesses, and that basically self sabotage you. You self sabotage yourself by saying that I don't know this. But if you just shift the entire perspective and look at the things that you're good at, look at the things that you're proud at, like maybe you're disciplined, maybe you do this particular thing really good than most people do. So you'll just shift your perspective, and that will make you feel more confident. So step number 3, focus on skill building, not approval. So instead of worrying about what other people think, channel your energy into learning or improving a skill. Maybe if public speaking scares you, join a group of Toastmasters and just practice. So just you have to be focused on improving yourself. Basically, as I've said earlier, confidence comes from competence. If you don't have any kind of real world skill, if you don't have any kind of skills that you can have your confidence backed up by, so that doesn't make any sense. Like, you need to have some level of competence and some level of skill in order to have confidence, right? So channel your energy into building something, channel your energy into improving your skill. Take any real world skill, programming, public speaking, anything, and just improve it as much as you possibly can. Step number 4, body language matters. So all you have to do is stand tall, keep your shoulders back, and make eye contact. These are the three things that you have to make sure in order to look more confident. You have to do these three things, even if you're nervous, even if you're confident. Do the exact same things. So if you have watched the Emmy Kurds TED Talk, adopting the confident posture for just 2 minutes can lower your stress hormones and boost confidence. So basically, it says that if you haven't seen the Amy Kurds TED Talk, you can just go onto YouTube and can search for that. Maybe you are on YouTube because that's where I upload the content. So you can just open up another tab and can search for Amy Kurds TED Talk, and you can just watch the entire TED Talk. It basically says that if you just improve your posture, if you stand in a confident posture just for 2 minutes, it lowers your stress hormones and boost confidence. So if you just try to fake it, you will eventually make it. Basically, that's what it says, right? If you just try to act confident, you will become confident by extension. So step number 5, reframe your failures. So treat every single failure as feedback, not as mistakes. You don't necessarily sit there and self-sabotage by saying that, okay, I made a mistake, I do this, I do that, I make a lot of mistakes and things like that. Just ask yourself, what did I learn? Failure isn't the opposite of confidence, it's a stepping stone. Research shows that resilient people are more confident over time because they bounce back stronger, not because they haven't faced any kind of difficulties in their life, but they faced the difficulties and overcame them anyways. Okay, so before packing up, let's go through some statistical data to reinforce. So, a study from Albert Bandura or Bundura or whatever that happens to be, I'm really bad at pronouncing, on self efficiency found that mastering small tasks boosts confidence in larger challenges by up to 40%. So, if you just do master the small task, if you do make your bed every single day, if you do this particular things, if you do this small task every single day, that will basically boost your confidence for the larger challenges that you'll face in your future by 40%. Then the second thing is practicing confident body language has shown increase in perceived competence by 25%, and that comes from the Princeton University. Then the third thing is building a new skill improves self-perception with 50% boost in confidence as per the Journal of Applied Psychology. Real confidence is measurable. It grows with efforts and action. So my friend, confidence isn't about pretending, it's about building. So pick one of these strategies today and take the first step becoming the most confident version of yourself. Let me know in the comments which tip are you going to try first. And if you found this video helpful, like the video. If you found it waste of time, dislike the video. And see you in the next one.